show you some more problems. Well, these problems we're going to FOIL because we have a parentheses beside a parentheses. So we're going to do that classic first times first, first times second, second times first, and second times second technique. Okay? So, first times first. We have a 4 on the outside. We have a 1 on the outside. That makes 4. We have a radical 6 and a radical 6. When we multiply those insides, we get 36. First times second. We have a 4 and a negative 3 on the outside. We have a 6 and a 7 on the inside. Second times first. We have a 2 and a 1 on the outside. We have a 7 and a 6 on the inside. Second times second. We have a 2 and a negative 3 on the outside. And we have 7 and 7 on the inside. The square root of 36 is just 6. The 4 and the 6 will multiply together to give me 24. These two terms here in the middle, I'll combine those. They're the same radical. Negative 12, positive 2 would be negative 10. Radical 42. On the end, we have the square root of 49, which is a 7. Negative 6 and 7 make negative 42. We'll take this first number here, this last number here, combine those. That'll be negative 18. Take away 10, radical 42. Always check the radical to make sure you can't reduce it. The square root of 42 can't reduce. There's just not enough material. A 42 is a 2, a 3, and a 7. There's no pairs. So this is your final answer. First times first be 5 radical 4. First times second would be negative 5 radical 10. Second times first be positive 6 radical 10. And second times second will be negative 6 square root 25. The square root of 4 is a 2. 5 and 2 will make a 10. These two radicals in the middle will combine to be a positive 1 radical 10. You had negative 5 here, you had plus 6 here. The square root of 25 on the end is a 5. Negative 6 and 5 make negative 30. I'll combine that first term and that last term. I get negative 20 plus the square root of 10. Here we're foiling also. We have these squares. What I want you to do when you see these squares is I just want you to write another parentheses beside the parentheses you have. And then you'll do that first times first method. So the first times the first will be 16 square root of 9. First times second will be minus 4 square root 21. Second times first will be another negative 4 square root 21. And then the second times the second will be positive because they're both negative, so that makes it positive, square root of 49. The square root of 9 is 3. 16 and 3 make a 48. A negative 4 radical 21 and another negative 4 radical 21 will make minus 8 radical 21. The square root of 49 on the end is 7 plus 7. 48 and the plus 7, the front and the back will make a 55 minus 8 radical 21. And we can't do anything with the 21 because the square root of 21 is a 3 and a 7. There's just not enough material there to reduce it. I'm going to write another parentheses here beside it. First times first will be 49 square root of 4. First times second will be 21 square root of 12. Second times first will be another 21 square root of 12. And then second times second will be 9 square root 36. The square root of 4 is a 2. 9 and 49 and 2 make 98. 21 radical 12 and another 21 radical 12 will make 42 radical 12. The square root of 36 is 6. 9 and 6 makes 54. I'll take my 98 at the front, the 54 on the end. That'll give me positive 152. The square root of 12. The square root of 12 is a 2, and a 3, so that's why it's 2 square roots of 3. We're going to pull out a 2, but we already have a 42. So we'll multiply those, and we'll have 84 with that 3 staying inside. And the last couple examples here, these examples we're working with what are called conjugates. The terms are almost identical except for the sign in the middle. Here we have a minus, here we have a plus. Here we have a minus, here we have a plus. Something interesting happens when we multiply conjugates. But it's still the classic first times first, that type of method. First times first will be 4 radical 36. First times second will be positive 2 radical 30. Second times first will be negative 2 radical 30. Do you know what's going to happen to the middle terms? Negative radical 5, positive radical 5 will be negative, positive and a negative, and the radical 5 make 25. Square root of 36 is 6, 4 and 6 make 24. These two will cancel. The square root of 25 is 5, take away 5. Your answer is 19. When you multiply conjugates, you always get a nice number. It might be negative, it might be positive, but it's always a nice number. First times first will be 4 radical 9. First times second will be positive 2 square roots of 30. Second times first will be negative 2 square roots of 30. And second times second will be negative square root 10 and 10 make 100. Square root of 9 is 3. 4 times 3 is 12. These two will cancel. Square root of 100 is 10. Take away 10. 12 take away 10 is a 2. When you multiply conjugates, you always get a nice number. It could be negative, but it's always a nice number.